Yeah, that's right. I'm wearing my Pikmin t-shirt. Anyways, a panther, a horse, a deer, a dog, a bird, and a snake all walk into a bar. They thought it was a zoo. Huh. So I'm here to talk about the most ridiculous and the stupidest Resident Evil puzzle I have ever experienced in my entire life. Recently on stream, on YouTube and Twitch, I have been replaying Resident Evil 0 Remaster, and I am absolutely flabbergasted by, how frustrating this game is. In particular, two things, but the first is the puzzle. In another video, I will talk about the second thing. The first is the puzzle. So in the puzzle, you are in the basement in Resident Evil 0. I have no other leads. I have no idea what I'm doing, but there is a circle, and the prompt for the puzzle is rekindle the flames of life from the spirits of the weak, right? So then you have, again, a panther, horse, stag, dog, bird, snake. Now, okay, the first question is, all right, so do I go in order from, oh, well, this animal would eat this animal, right? Like that makes sense, right? Because in the puzzle, it's talking about predator and prey, right? But that's not necessarily the case, because if you look up the solution, the correct order is deer, wolf, horse, cougar, snake, eagle. You end with the eagle. And if I were to ask you, oh, what's the strongest animal? Would you say eagle? Because apparently the solution to the puzzle is that the eagle is at the top of the food chain, and how? It doesn't make any sense. In my opinion, if I saw a panther or a cougar or a tiger, I would say that is at the top of the food chain. So listen to this. Let's dive a little bit deeper. Deer, okay. So if you look into the details of the puzzle, you see, oh, okay, well, the wolf is going to attack the deer. That makes sense to me. Okay, moving on. Oh, the horse? Now there's no clue. If you look into the details on each pedestal, there is no clue that says like, oh, the horse is going to eat the wolf or whatever. The horse would defeat the wolf, right? If anything, the clues actually pointed to the horse's details said something along the lines of like, oh, no cunning animal would be able to surpass the speed of this one. And then the wolf is like, oh, a cunning animal would attack the deer. There are no details that point to the fact that you would go deer, wolf, and then horse. But apparently a horse would beat a wolf. What's confusing about this is that the puzzle implies it uses the words predator and prey. Horses are herbivores. They wouldn't eat a wolf. It makes no sense to me. So what does make sense is horse, cougar, snake, eagle. Those make sense. So I guess like the ambiguity of the wolf and horse, like maybe that's a small enough loose end where any person would be able to figure this puzzle out, but I couldn't. I must have wasted an hour trying to figure out this stupid puzzle. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about it. Here are the clips from the stream. It was just so stupid. It was the worst puzzle I've ever done. All right, wait, I forgot to add this detail. What you will find in my streams and experience of Resident Evil 0 is that there are some puzzles that went right over my head because they added a personal item in the game. And in that slot, the personal item is actually two things. A briefcase, which you can change into silly costumes. It's completely optional. And then a mandatory lighter for Billy. And then Rebecca, it doesn't even matter. But Billy, you need the lighter to advance in the game at certain moments. Now, no one ever tells you this. So there are multiple moments in the game where I am puzzled, pun intended, completely flabbergasted, trying to figure out what am I supposed to do? And it ends up becoming a major point of frustration in my playthrough Resident Evil 0 because it's just irritating. When you have the suitcase equipped in the personal item, it doesn't show the lighter anymore, and it's like I have object permanence. I completely forget about the lighter's existence. So yeah, you could see in the stream highlight that I was extremely irritated upon my revelation that I needed to use the personal item to progress in this puzzle. I'm pretty lost here, and a hint would certainly help. My sharp wits allow me to bring down even the greatest horned beast. No creature can escape my grasp. So do I have to like do these in order? I feel like these cups though, I have to fill these cups with something. It's not, I don't think it's the mixing set. Like, do I need a liquid? Yeah, I'm so stumped on this. I feel like I need a liquid to put in those like cups. Like, Is there something in here? Otherwise, like, it seems too simple to just go up to them and, like, read about them. Like, I'm trying to figure everything in mind. Even if I am supposed to do something in a particular order, like, just reading them wouldn't do anything, right? And then how would filling these cups, like what would that even do? I'm missing something. It's going right over my head. 6 souls imprisoned within the chains of death. Rekindle the flames of life from the spirits of the weak. The strong prey on the weaker. What are these, like, goofy little chalices? Maybe... Ah, wait a second. Don't even tell me that I gotta use the personal item. I bet I do. Okay, I don't know what I should start with. Do I start with the strongest? It's the personal. It's the... Yeah, okay. Alright, alright. Okay. At least I figured that out, right? I have no idea what I'm doing. It clearly has to be done in a particular order. I'm just gonna try this first and see what happens. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so that was not the correct order. The strong prey on the weaker. So do I do it from strongest to weakest or weakest to strongest? I will try strongest to weakest first. So I'll do the snake first. I am the king of all I survey, and no creature can escape my grasp. I'll do this guy. Capturing the legless prey. So wait a second, maybe it doesn't matter what order I really do it in. The greatest horned beast. I'll go over to the horned beast now. I stand tall on the earth with horns proudly displayed. This seems like it would be the last one. Right? Yeah, that definitely feels like a last one. Okay, alright. It's tough to say which one is the first. That was not it, though. So if I do the horned creature, then I do the dog. Then maybe I do the panther. Then I do the snake. Then I do the bird. Which one is cunning? Okay. Trying to figure out the stallion here. Maybe I'll do the here, let me try this. I'll do the stallion. Then I'll do the panther. Let me check out the snake. So I'll do the snake. Then I'll do the bird. I have no idea what would attack the bird. Maybe I'll do the horned beast. And then I'll do doggy. I feel like I didn't do this right. Yeah. I'm having a tough time. I'll figure this one out eventually. Imprisoned within the chains of death, rekindle the flames of life from the spirits of the weak. Like, do I build up the strong prey on the weaker? I should build up from the weakest one. I creep up on my victims in legless hounds and conquer even the mightiest of kings. This one is the only one That doesn't seem to, like, be directed towards another one. Are they, like, facing the way that they're supposed to be lit? Or does it really matter the way that I start? Maybe it doesn't matter the way that I start. I'll do this one on this guy. I almost used a Molotov cocktail. If I did the snake next, who would capture the snake? Okay, wait, I feel like I'm gonna need a sticky note at this point. Okay, so you have the dog goes after the stag. The bird, the snake. Okay. The stag doesn't really seem to go to anything. The snake potentially goes to the panther. And then the panther, maybe the horse. Right? Oh, brother. This puzzle's gonna be the end of me. So you have... There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's the dog, stag, bird, snake, panther, horse. Why am I so stumped on this? This is like, I feel like it should not be this difficult. If I do bird to snake, snake to panther, panther to the horse. What are my clues about the horse? So, Yep, I'm stumped. I'm absolutely stumped. No creature can escape my grasp. Okay, so I'll do snake to panther, panther to horse. Nah, it doesn't make any sense. Bird, okay, bird to snake. Snake to panther, panther to horse. What the heck would a stag eat? Maybe I'm going in the wrong direction. What would eat a bird? What would eat a bird? Would something eat a snake? You know what? Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe I'll just do like smallest to largest. You know, maybe I'm just like completely overthinking this puzzle. Let me just without really thinking too deeply about the logistics. The bird clearly would eat the snake. Right? That would clearly eat the snake. And then like, what does the bird do? I'm literally just gonna go in order of smallest to largest. For some reason this order just does not make any sense to me though. Yeah, for some reason this is just not jiving with me. Yeah, that didn't work. Let me do this one. This, okay, this one. What would prey on a panther? I guess the snake. And then the snake to the bird. And then, what would attack the bird? Maybe the stag. I don't know about this one. And then the dog. Why am I struggling so much on this? Oh, brother. All right. Yeah, the order of this. Why am I stumped so much by this? I feel like the stallion. It definitely seems like a natural first. But see, I feel like I'm doing it in the opposite order right now. Like, should I be doing like strong prey on the weaker? That seems to be the order I should do, right? I'll try and do, I guess, like opposite order. I have no idea what the heck eats a little bird, like a dog. No, the dog goes towards the stag. I think I did this exact order last time. Okay, so in that case, let me try this order in reverse. The dog goes to the stag. What? Now the dog is eating this. Okay, wait, crap. Okay, so the dog is eating the stag. Now, what would eat the dog? Maybe like. What would eat a dog? Maybe like a panther? No, but the panther would mess up. Oh, God. Oh, brother. Why is this puzzle hurting my head so badly? What's up? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, why is this puzzle just like destroying my mental faculties? Okay, let's it. Great to hear it. Great to hear it. Okay, so there is the strong prey on the weak. That is the order that this is happening in. So like maybe the panther would get the stallion. Cunning. What animal would be cunning? This dog says cunning. I'm doing the dog. Not yet. This is rough. I don't know why the order of this just seems so unclear to me as to like. I feel like it's completely personal interpretation. Yeah, that's incorrect. Yeah, I stream quite a bit. I've just been plowing through Resident Evil. The strong prey on the weaker. It makes sense to me to do like bird, snake, panther. Let me try that. Let's try bird. Thanks, dude. Bird, snake. So the bird kills the snake. The snake gets the panther. The panther, maybe the horse. And then, I don't know, this seems to be the last one. Great, the dog. This is definitely not the correct order. Oh, brother, I stink at this. The two that are like really up in the air for me is the stag and then the horse. So like, let me see if I could just like categorize these. Like maybe maybe like panther, the horse, stag. Then maybe like dog, bird, snake. Like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, I want to do it based on, like, oh, the animal kingdom. But, for some reason, the hints are really, like, the hints in this game, the details are really throwing me off, and now I'm just, like, torn between the two. Okay, we got the stag. We got the dog. The bird. And the snake. That was not it either. 6 souls imprisoned within the chains of death. Rekindle the flames of life from the spirits of the weak. A snake to me seems like the smallest one. Then maybe the bird. Then maybe this dog. I'm just gonna keep on trying like different iterations that logically make sense. Then the stag. I don't know what to say. Then the horse. And the panther. That was not it either. Oh, brother. Huh. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Yep. I'm having a tough time here. What's up? I am stuck. I'm one of the most difficult Resident Evil puzzles ever. The strong prey on the weaker. It only makes sense to me to start with the weakest. Which would be the snake? See, this doesn't make any sense to me. If I do, let's say I assume the snake is the weakest. The snake has to be last. Wow. Oh my gosh, this puzzle's hurting my head. Yeah, the stag kills nobody and nobody kills the bird. Okay. Yeah, how does that fit in? Yeah, how does that fit into this? There's 6 options. Alright, here. I got my sticky note on my screen. I got it right in front of me. I feel like I'm gonna spend the next hour, like, psychoanalyzing, like, the sticky note. You know what? I'm just gonna start with all of them. I'll start with the snake first. If I start with the snake would do the panther, and then the panther would be the horse. That's it. That's pretty much how it ends. If I start with the stag, I have no lead on that. Nothing. If I start with the panther gets the horse, I would assume. Start with the dog gets the stag blank, I don't know. Start with the horse nothing. Start with the bird gets the snake gets the panther gets the horse. Yeah. Something doesn't make sense here. Like, the strong prey upon the weaker. Why am I on, like, I actually feel like an idiot right now. I actually feel like such an idiot. I feel like I need to end. Let me try with the horse. Let me try this order. I'm going to do the horse. Now I'm going to do the panther. Then I'll do the snake. Then I do the bird. I have no idea on the bird, but I have the stag and the dog left. So snake gets the bird, and then I guess... Yeah, see, did I do this out of order? The order I was doing it in was start with the panther, gets the horse. The panther is left, then I did the snake. Now the snake is left. Then the bird gets the snake. Now the bird is left. I don't know. The stag gets the bird, and then the bird is left, and then I guess the dog. That doesn't add up for me though. I see. I don't understand. Like, didn't work. Yeah, for some reason, like the approach to this puzzle, I'm just like not seeing it the way that the person who created this is seeing it. And slowly but surely, I am starting to lose my mind. Yep. Yeah, I am starting to be like, oh god, I'm never gonna get this. Yeah, I'm trying to think how to approach this puzzle. I guess I could try it in the opposite order, because nothing really... What eats the dog? Nothing really seems to eat the dog. I'll do the dog. No, wait, that doesn't make any sense. If I do the stag, then the dog gets the stag. All right. Let me see here. Okay, so I'm reading here that this puzzle may be victim to bad translation. You have to interpret the solution from strongest to weakest. I need some hint here. Yeah, this is rough because I feel like it's absolutely like victim to just like personal interpretation and translation. Strongest to weakest. Nice head. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. I don't know what's second. Like, maybe the stallion? Oh, wait, the dog was already lit. Crap, I'm gonna have to exit the room and come back in. Strongest to weakest. I don't know. Deer. But is a deer stronger than a horse? Then there's also the panther. I feel like a panther would be the strongest, but it's like, this is completely up to interpretation. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Strongest to weakest. Stag? I don't know. This interpretation is so freaking dodgy. Stag. Yeah, I've been streaming on YouTube and Twitch. I guess the horse? Like the stallion? A panther? And then... like, is a dog the weakest? This interpretation is absurd. I want to feel like I figured it out myself. No, that's not it. Okay. Let me just try to just think about it in a way that makes sense to me. Maybe like what's down from a panther is like a dog, and then maybe like a snake and then a bird. I didn't get that either. This one, given its stature, I feel like this one like makes sense to me to be the strongest one. I'm just gonna completely ignore what the game is saying now. I am completely ignoring it. Maybe like dog, bird, snake? That sounds right. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Maybe if I do panther? Because in my opinion, I feel like the panther would be the strongest. Horse. Then the deer. Then the dog. What do I do besides this? I do a lot of stuff. A lot of video. Then the bird. Then I've just been plowing through Resident Evil, talking about all sorts of nonsense on my channel. All things YouTube, really. Yep. Okay, I'm still just not figuring out this puzzle. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. I feel like a buffoon. Wow. I'll do this. I guess the deer. I don't understand how the deer is gonna be like the strongest predator here. I just don't. Like, this order to me makes 0 sense. And also, is this supposed to be like cyclical? I don't know. I've tried so many different variations now. Let me see. That didn't work. That didn't work either. Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Let's regroup.
Okay.
But whoa. There is a hotkey to switch from solo to team mode? Oh my god. I'm an idiot. Oh my god. All the complaints I've had about this game, I take them all back. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Let's regroup.
Roger.
I did not know that I was going in the menu. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'm just playing this game wrong. Okay. Okay. All right. Now I'm just confused. My logo is just my silly face. I'm very happy with that. I'm gonna try to see, the order is like, dear God. I feel like I've tried this order before, but the bird gets the snake. The snake would, I guess, get the panther. The bird gets the snake. The snake gets the panther. The panther, I guess, would get the stallion. I don't know who would get the stallion. See, this is where I'm completely lost. A dog? Yeah, see, I think I already messed this up. Let me see. Okay, alright. I'm losing my mind. The bird gets the snake. The snake is better than the bird. But then the snake is clearly better than the panther, right? Now, what is better than the panther? I don't understand. Stag. What the heck is a horned beast? Is this horse horned? All right, I'm actually losing it. I feel like it makes sense to me to do the eagle, then to do the snake. The snake gets the panther 100%. What? What is the hint on the... What is the hint on the wolf? Horned beast. Is this horse horned? You know what? I'm gonna be honest. This puzzle doesn't make any sense to me anymore. Let me try this. It did not work. The eagle gets the snake. The snake gets the panther. The panther... See, this is where I keep on tripping up. This is where I keep on tripping up. Gets the horse. And then the wolf. I just did this and it didn't work. What if I start... I don't know. I don't know. Was this like changed? Because I feel like when I played this game eras ago, I don't know. My interpretation, I'm twisted about this now. I don't get it anymore. I'm trying the exact opposite order. Let me see what happens there. Maybe the exact opposite order will work. Okay. Alright, okay, so I just need to mentally process this for a second. So, what I did was I started with the deer. The horse gets the deer. Finally, I've just lost my mind in the process. I started with the deer, then the wolf. Oh my god, I've lost it. I can't even remember what order I went into. I started with the deer, then I did the wolf, then I did the horse. And does that make sense? The deer, and then the wolf defeats the deer. So now there's a wolf. And then the wolf defeats the horse. Now there's a wolf. But then the lion defeats the wolf. And the snake eats the lion, and then this puzzle was such a load of barnacles. Oh my god.